Thanks, Rose Catherine. So yes, House Minority Leader and Representative Todd Rutherford spoke to us here earlier today about why he feels DACA needs protection. DACA, of course, is a topic of nationwide conversation today, with arguments already underway in the Supreme Court. Prior to hearing Rutherford speak, a group of people from the local community gathered to talk a little bit about the DACA impact, including one young man who is a DACA recipient himself. Representative Rutherford has said that he will continue to speak on and advocate for this issue in the coming weeks. Now, at the national level, President Trump is saying that Obama had no legal right to sign the order in the first place back in 2012. Regardless of the outcome, in the coming weeks and months, the Supreme Court will decide the fates and futures of roughly 700,000 people. Live for Carolina News inside the State House, I'm Hannah Powers. Back to you in the studio. Thanks, guys. I'm outside of White Knoll High School right now in Lexington, where tonight they are hosting a free event on vaping addiction. It's open to everyone, but it's particularly targeting students ages 6th grade and up and their families. National speakers and mother and son duo Kelly and Luca Kennard, who have previously appeared on NBC's The Today Show, will be telling Luca's story about how at just 16 years old, he became addicted to vaping and went from a straight-A student to failing all of his classes. We got to find out today just what makes these products so addictive. I think everyone agrees that children should be spending their time playing outside, making music or art, or being on a sports team, or taking part in the countless positive activities that help define childhood and adolescence, not filling their bodies with potentially toxic chemicals. The good news, however, is that this school is doing their part to tackle the problem head on and alert students and their families to the potential negative side effects that vaping has. Live for Carolina News, I'm Hannah Powers. Back to you in the studio. I'm on Benedict's College campus right now, right outside their student center, where we just had the chance to hear from presidential candidate Joe Biden. We're on the premises of Allen Benedict Court, where last January 2 men were found dead in this building from carbon monoxide poisoning. Right after the incident, the whole property was quickly evacuated. People left things behind like bikes, clothes, chairs. And the future of this site remains unknown, and the future of those people who were forced to evacuate also remains unknown. I just finished catching up with the artistic director, Mimi Worrell, and she brought me in here, the costume room, where I'm getting to check out some of the outfits that dancers will wear for the performance of the Nutcracker. This right here is actually what the Sugar Plum Fairy will wear. Hey everyone, well, the temperatures have officially started cooling off, and I know a lot of you are wondering when the leaves are going to start to change too. Now, we are starting to see a little bit of yellow and orange, but no major changes have taken place with the foliage seen yet. The South Carolina state parks are saying that peak color may be delayed until the first or second week of November. Now, the low to minimal rain we've been having has been helping the situation, but that's looking to change as we round out this weekend with potential showers coming on Sunday. Title IX is a federal civil rights act that was passed as a part of the Education Amendments of 1972. Quite simply, it means equal opportunity for women. We're standing in one of the studios right now where the Columbia City Ballet practices, and they're about to come in here for class where they're going to rehearse numbers for Dracula. Dracula the ballet is coming to the Koger Center October 25th and 26th, and we have word from the director that it's supposed to be a really sexy, fun performance. I'm outside of the Columbia Ballet School right now, where inside, artistic director Anita Ashley is busy getting all of her students prepared for this year's performance of the Nutcracker. And to make things even more sweet, they have one very special guest. Joseph Phillips, known as ballet's Golden Boy thanks to the quantity of gold medals he has won, is objectively one of ballet's most decorated male dancers. A truly global dancer, he's been featured on stages everywhere, including one particularly memorable performance for Russian President Putin, and he currently lives in the Philippines. But South Carolina always brings him back.
I always come back. I consider this my home.
Phillips spent his formative years in Columbia, and all of this specific technique was learned under the guidance of Anita Ashley.
Joseph and I have a very special connection that goes back to when he was middle school.
So when she found out there was a chance for him to come back to dance the principal male role in her production of the Nutcracker, she couldn't believe it.
One day he called me and said, "Yeah, I want to do this." So it was like, let's get on it then. I was so excited I didn't even ask him how much he charged.
For Phillips, this performance is one more way for him to show his hometown ballet isn't always what it seems.
I understand, in the South where it can be, is it a sissy thing or is it, not is it just girls in tutus, which it's not at all.
As far as this performance, he wants people to
Just watch it. Yeah, yeah, just watch it. There's nothing, I don't think there's maybe something for everybody. Everybody will be an individual, but I think anybody should just go see a ballet because the persona, until you see it, you don't know what it is.
If you want to get into the holiday spirit yourself, you can catch the show live November 15th through 17th at the AC Flora High School Auditorium. For Carolina News, I'm Hannah Powers.
3, 2, 1!
For the second year in a row, hundreds gathered to participate in the Veterans Day 5K. In a state like South Carolina, which ranks in the top 5 states with highest number of military enlistees, Veterans Day is a very important event in the community. Race founder Brooks Herring says this is one way he gives back.
I enjoyed serving, and I live to serve. I mean, since I got out, I've just been looking for ways to continue to support my brothers and sisters.
Event volunteer and active Marine Bobby Herpel loves this time of year.
It's fantastic. This is wonderful. Yes, I love it. And today is our Marine Corps birthday, so I love celebrating that. And then Veterans Day tomorrow, and the turnout we had today was just, spectacular. I'm elated. We had a total of 388 runners, and then between volunteers and everyone else that made this possible, I'd say probably like 450 people total.
The winner of the race and 5K first-timer, Owen Williams, says he loves celebrating our veterans.
I love it. They're the heroes. We just run, but so very thankful for all they do.
USC Student Body President Luke Rankin is glad he could help with the event, which raises money for veterans.
Student veterans are a big pocket of our population on campus, and making sure that they are represented and that we have something to thank them for all that they do.
For the ramparts we watched.
Perhaps everyone's favorite finisher was Thomas Peel, 92 years old, who served in World War II, Korea, and Vietnam, and is glad people in the community are taking the time to recognize veterans.
I think it's terrific, really. I appreciate it.
Right now, behind me, volunteers are taking down the finish line because all of the racers are actually inside Carolina Western Pub right now, celebrating their victories today. It's been a wonderful day to say thanks to everything that our veterans do for our community here in Columbia. Happy Veterans Day. For Carolina News, I'm Hannah Powers. Welcome back to Carolina News, everybody. Well, cold is the word today, and I know 45 degrees doesn't seem so bad, but trust me, it's bone-chilling out there. The whole state has been seeing a lot of the same temperatures today, those low 40s to high 40s. Nothing too hot, nothing too cold, but let me tell you, it does feel a lot colder than these numbers on the map say. As far as tonight, we're dipping back down, so we'll be 31 degrees in Columbia. That means we're going to have frost on our windshields. We might have ice on the roads tomorrow. We're going to be in those freezing temperatures. We're fully in winter mode. I know it was a little bit of a shock because a few weeks ago we were actually record-breaking highs. Now we're record-breaking lows, but that's okay. We're going to take it all in stride. As far as tomorrow, it's going to heat back up again tomorrow. In the afternoon, we're going to see 48 degrees here in Columbia. Down by the coast, of course, it always is a little bit hotter. So it will warm up as the afternoon progresses, but again, remember, the second the sun starts to fall, so do the temperatures. Now, the whole country is being gripped by this Arctic blast's frosty fingers. It's not just us. Everybody's seeing crazy, wicked low temperatures. We're even seeing teens up north. And I want to show you guys this. It's kind of interesting. The last 24-hour temperature change map is really crazy because Columbia is blue. Famously, hot cola goes blue, which is shocking for us. And we are actually the only state in the entire U.S. that has seen a temperature change of 15 degrees or more in the last 24 hours. So record-breaking for sure in Columbia. As far as the next 5 days, I don't have too much good news for you guys. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it's going to be rain. And not only that, it's going to be cold. And that moisture in the air will make it seem even colder. The day you need to be most worried about is Saturday because 33 at night, that means we could have ice. That rain might go to ice. The good news, though, is that if we get past those 3 days, Sunday and Monday are looking nice. It's going to warm up in the afternoon, and we have some sunshine. Back to you guys.
Good evening, and welcome to Carolina News. I'm Tiffany Morton.
And I'm Hannah Powers. Our top story today, the 2019 Charity Angels have been announced.
And there's a new list released to help looking for those to donate.
Reporter Madison Thiel is live at the Edgar Brown building to tell us who made the nice list and who did not. Thanks, Madison. If you're driving somewhere for the Thanksgiving holiday next week, you won't be alone. AAA is estimating that 50 million people will be hitting the road for Turkey Day. And if you plan on flying, you might want to book your flight for Monday to avoid the rush, as AAA predicts this will be the busiest Thanksgiving travel season since 2005.
Well, I don't know about you, Hannah, but I'm definitely thankful for the weather we have got recently.
Definitely. I mean, I popped outside earlier and I didn't have to bundle up, and that seriously makes such a difference. We have Lindsay Thorpe live outside the greenhouse right now. Lindsay, how long are these nice temperatures going to stick around?
Yeah, guys, it was so nice to see the sunshine today, but unfortunately, it won't be along for too long.
Welcome back to Carolina News. Well, a popular restaurant in the Vista has closed its doors for good. Nona's family-owned restaurant announced on Facebook that after over 20 years of business, they've decided to close down. The popular dessert spot has been voted Best of Columbia 19 years in a row. The social media post included a heartfelt message that read, "It is difficult to say goodbye, but it's time." And out with the old, in with the new, Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, a restaurant chain based in Charlotte, says they're adding a restaurant right here in Columbia. From burgers all the way to draft beer, the Burger Bar is said to be the first to announce its location in Cardinal Crossing, the new mixed-use community plan for Forest Acres. When it's done, it will feature 4 shops, a 5-story apartment building, along with 10 townhomes. And right here in Richland County, families gathered Tuesday night to learn more about Richland One's Magnet program. Michael Stacy explains how these programs are helping to educate children from elementary through high school. This year, Richland One will implement a new district-wide online application for admission into Magnet programs. Parents and students who would like more information can visit richlandone.org/choice. That's to hear about a teacher stepping up like that. I mean, talk about going above and beyond.
That's a big responsibility.
Huge
I'm just
responsibility.
so happy for him to be in a safe place.
And to me, that's sort of the real meaning of Thanksgiving, is giving back and making those kinds of connections in your community. And Lindsay Thorpe is still live outside the greenhouse studio with maybe some Thanksgiving weather updates.
Lindsay, how's it looking out there?
Welcome back to Carolina News. Well, we have Mike Rogers in studio with us now for our sportscast.
Mike, how's men's basketball looking?
Well, I mean, even with the drama, let's say the Astros were cheating, my Nats still won.
That's true.
Yeah, I just don't understand the sports drama, so.
Still more to come on Carolina News. A children's hit song is now a live concert, and it's coming into Columbia. Find out who next. Welcome back to Carolina News. Well, get ready, Columbia parents, because Baby Shark Live is coming to town in spring of 2020.
Baby shark, baby shark, baby shark.
The children's song has become such a hit sensation since it's made its debut in 2016. And Baby Shark Group will also be singing classic children's songs such as Five Little Monkeys, Wheels on the Bus, and more. The performance will be on May 11th at the Township Auditorium at 6 p.m. Tickets will go on sale Friday, November 22nd at 10 a.m. But hurry, because the tickets during the fall tour of Baby Shark Live sold out within hours. Okay, I don't know all the words, but I do know my niece Bridget is obsessed with Baby Shark.
I may have to go, Baby Shark,
do the dance.
Just don't do that at the beach.
The beach. And speaking of beach, we have beach temperatures here in Columbia for some reason, but Lindsay's got a look at that 5-day forecast for us. Lindsay?
Thanks, Lindsay. That's all the time we have today. Thanks so much for being with us.
See you tomorrow. Have a great evening.